Hello everyone. So I decided I'm not going to be doing any grinding. The DLC is a bit challenging, but I think we can handle it with the amount of experience I've garnered since then. For the DLC, this is going to be a bit of a lengthy detour. The DLC is not short. I would estimate it's going to take about anywhere from 30 episodes to 40 episodes, depending on my progress, but I think it's well worth it. Before we head off to the new DLC, I would like to go grab those gold coins real quick. Um, be ready for this upcoming area. It is a challenge. I would recommend fire damage above all else, as a lot of the enemies we're going to be encountering in the upcoming first area of Overture is fire related, is weak to fire. I don't believe there's a lot of puppet enemies until a little bit later into it, so we don't have to worry about them as much. But as such, I would recommend being very careful. On first playthrough, if you're not playing New Game Plus, I would recommend your character level to be at least 80. Mine's just under that, so I don't really mind, but 80 is a good starting level for it. I'll be honest, I wouldn't do the DLC on a fresh playthrough. I would do the DLC on New Game Plus. It's a bit more challenging, but the experience you'll have by then is going to be insanely powerful. Take my word for it. I beat that DLC on New Game Plus 2 and had a very good time outside of the final boss being kind of a massive challenge. So we're in it for the long haul. If you can master defeating the final boss of Overture, you're going to be sitting pretty good. So for the DLC, you'll have to defeat the corrupted pirate. First, you're going to have to own the DLC. It's about $30 on the store. With that, you're going to finish the attacked hotel area, which is what the Hotel Crod is going to be referred to as from, I guess, this point on. It's just a Hotel Crod, though. From any Stargazer, you're going to go to the Path of the Pilgrim with the Chrysalis that we got from interacting with this. To get the Chrysalis, you have to defeat Corrupted Parade Master. That's the only way you can get it. You don't start with it at all. And there we go. Now I'm ready. So I don't know if I'm going to use Overture in the title of these videos because I feel like that would be kind of confusing since the episode count doesn't change. So for that reason, I'm not going to actually do that. I thought about doing that, but I might slip Overture into the the name of the um, episode title for this, but yeah.
They're trying to guide us somewhere.
Remember that abandoned Stargazer that was rusty and kind of decrepit? Mysterious Stargazer, Lies of P Overture. The Stargazer from which a mysterious power emanates. Activate? Yes. You can move between different timelines by using the Stargazer as a medium. As long as the Stargazer is connected, you can select and teleport between timelines.
Hey, wakey wakey. Oh, come on, pal, get up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out.
I'm going to be switching up my equipment slightly, at least my cosmetics, because this is the point where I would like to put this on. I held on to it for a while, and I think it's pretty nice, so we're gonna do it. It'll change quickly, though.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
So, this area has a new status condition. The status condition is called freeze. Freeze occurs when frost damage builds up. Your character's HP will continuously drain, and both your attack and attack speed and movement speed will decrease. Use an anti-freeze ampule to remove the status condition or ailment. I will not. I will not. When you die with the freeze activated, you gain a gesture. It is the only way to get it. The Overture DLC has its own list of trophies and achievements for you to grab. It's not many, but I will be pointing them out as much as I can. You gain the Shiver achievement, or gesture. From that point forward, we're going to kill those enemies like normal. The freeze mechanic, by the way, I'm just going to say it sucks ass. It is, like, they really had to make a mechanic more annoying than poison, burn, and all those other things. Oh, great. Here's a fucking mechanic that makes us slower now. Cool. Surprisingly, though, and thankfully, we're not going to be dealing with it too much. There's not a lot of enemies in this DLC that trigger it. It's mostly these guys right here. As long as you're fast enough, you can kill it. I do want to say be careful, though, because these things tend to group up on you. Yeah, but you can see we're kind of like two-shotting it. And that is the big boy, the polar bear. Yeah. Watch out. These things hit like a truck. These are going to be your once-in-a-while kind of mini-boss kind of enemies. It's going to be a uphill climb from here. Thankfully, it's dead. And we're getting a lot of ergo from this, so we're going to be getting some levels, like, a lot. Fable Catalyst, can't get away from that, huh? Anti-freeze, ampule. These are pretty uncommon, but by popping one, you basically get rid of your freeze status. It's not really worth it, to be honest with it. You only get so many throughout the playthrough. I won't worry about it. We got the winter hunting apparel and the hat. Now, these are kind of funny. I might actually equip both of them. First up, the hat is a raccoon or some sort of like fox hat. And the hunting apparel looks kind of like this, where you have a little bit of a fur liner. I actually kind of like how this looks. We'll go for it. We'll be decked out in Overture. We'll get better outfits throughout the DLC, so I'm not going to wear it permanently, but yeah. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a burp up. The DLC itself is fairly, I wouldn't say it's linear, but it's definitely not like, right now it's not like super annoying. It gets a bit annoying a bit way through, but we'll get there. I will say, for me, I wanted to do it like this because up to the point we were, I was honestly getting kind of bored of the game. From the Puppet King onward to this point, I think the game is kind of boring. I didn't really care for a lot of the bosses. I didn't care for a lot of the character interactions outside of a few niche ones, like between Vinini and stuff. Overall, I thought this part of the game was kind of a flat point. It kind of plateaued, but the DLC being technically the start of the late game. In my opinion, I think this makes up for it. I think the early game up to Puppet King and the DLC are the peak of the game. People might disagree with me on that one, but I felt the most enjoyment playing this DLC and the early game. So if we could talk to Gemini real quick, or Jiminy.
How can it be winter all of a sudden? And where exactly are we?
And switch timeline. To press triangle to switch timeline. You can switch timelines when teleporting to another Stargazer. Select between the forgotten time and the present time before teleporting. It kind of gives away the gimmick of the DLC. But you can switch very casually between sections. You can also go back to Barren Swamp because some of the gestures actually trigger a new side section for you. The way I said that was so chonky. I'm going to do it real quick because I have no point not to. I think we got one from the main game, and I don't think we got the DLC one yet, but it's worth a shot. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to tell me? Being angry for someone else's sake. I think it's brave. I hope I find someone I can be brave for. Thank you so much.
That's it. Okay. Let's head back to the Forgotten Time. Simply hit triangle and go to Strange Forest. Almost said Strange Frost. I'm 99% positive Polar Bear Cagehead was, which, by the way, I don't think that was a thing, but still. Kind of spoils an area we're going to. So, close your eyes. We don't really need to deal with it anymore. We got the items it was guarding, so it's not a big deal. Why?
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Krot Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
I'd like to head back briefly because I know there's an item I think we missed on the carriage. Maybe we got it. Yeah, we did. Krot Zoo newspaper advert. So, I gave it some thought. Actually, we'll do whatever. Meet the new and improved dogs. I call them direwolves because they're kind of a stronger version of... This is why I hate this fucking enemy. It's stupid. It groups up on you, it staggers you out of literally everything you can do, and it stays toe-to-toe with you permanently. It's like, what the fuck are they snorting? And then this fucking piece of shit's out here? Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not get a single hit on this fucking dog because of this stupid game's gimmicks. Alright. No. You're going to... Bad boy. Not you, Milo. You're okay. Talking to my dog. You're a good boy, Milo. I love you. Okay. Well, I'm just going to say right now, it gets a little more annoying at points, but this is one of the more annoying parts of this DLC, and it's not... That's it. We're not going to deal with it anymore. It's just the angle of the slope makes it really hard for you to hit with your attacks. So that's really all that needs to be said. We have nothing to worry about from that point forward. It's... They're kind of just there. Hey. That's... not annoying. Gave 2 of them concussions at the same time, but I'm pretty sure one of them landed on my butt, so... Alright, back off. Man, that water is ice solid, man. That's not like a layer of ice. Okay, so I just want to say it real quick. I know it's probably common in some places of California, but where I live, there's like no snow. It doesn't get hardly that cold even in the winter and fall time. But one year, like 5+ years ago, it was so cold at night that there was like a half-inch thick layer of ice on my pool. That doesn't happen. That was insane. In my area, there's no such thing as ice like that. And even a mountain that's near my house had snow on top for the first time in a while. Granted, it's been probably about 5-10 years now since I saw that, but it's still a memorable experience. These guys don't jump out of like every pile of snow you see. They kind of... I think that's like the only time that really happens. Worker's letter. I'm just charging up my Fable to 3 so I can test out the freaking lightning bolt. Because last time I tested it, Full Moon of the Covenant. Yeah. We're getting upgrade materials in this DLC. That's why I also really wanted to do it, because we didn't have many opportunities in the main game left to get upgrade materials, and we were kind of limited to what we had. In this DLC, you don't have that many limits now. You also get... well, we'll get into it later. I'm not going to worry about spoiling that now. But now it's time to enter our next dungeon. Make sure I got everything. Yes. Crot Zoo on a clear day. With, unfortunately, dead draft. I know, the graphicness of this game could be kind of nuts. I'm not going to try focusing on too much. Especially because drafts... Sorry, I thought. I'm sorry. Especially because drafts are, in fact, my favorite animal. These are... I want to say they're kind of a mix between a elite enemy and a regular enemy. They're kind of a big boy enemy. They're kind of baboons. I'm going to call them baboons. Watch out, because they are feisty. They are feisty motherfuckers. Then again, I think in real life monkeys are the same way, so it's like... Yeah, if you catch one on a bad day, you'll learn. Stay away from wild animals, by the way, especially monkeys. Any kind of primate or monkey, just... Guys, they're wild animals. Same thing goes with all wild animals. Just leave them alone. We don't need you to pick up a fucking dolphin out of the water and pass it around like a football. It's a dolphin. They live in water for a reason. It's because they're too heavy to live on land. If they stay out of water too long, they A, dehydrate, B, suffocate, and so on. Their bodies are not built to be handled like a freaking football. That's a story I heard years ago where a baby dolphin was found on a beach, and instead of being placed back in the water, people passed it around and it died. I'm sorry for being graphic, but the dead giraffe made me angry, okay? To all those people, man, I hope they got charges pressed on them because they deserve just... They deserve it. Oh, I think that's a regular baboon. Nope, that's a gorilla. Shock and awe, baby. Shock and awe. Alright, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed! Oh. Up. Brain damage. Considering your head is gone and your arms are gone, yeah, that is brain damage. Dim ergo chunk. We're gonna be making some loot, baby. We're gonna be fighting a few of those gorilla guys in here from time to time. Just keep that in mind. They are not easy, but you know, I'm having an easy time with this actually. I guess it's because out of everything in this DLC or this Let's Play so far, this is the most recent thing I've done, just period. So I'm not like, I haven't forgotten too much about it. But let me tell you, even with the Puppet Ripper at plus 10, I sucked on that beginning section with the 2 dogs. That section royally sucked for me. But I got past it. It's not a big deal now. And just in time, we have started our wonderful adventure here into Overture. In the next episode, we'll be exploring...
Welcome to Carve Zoo. To think that you would enter this place while I, Markiona, the puppeteer of death, am here. Have you no fear?
I mean, I'm afraid of a few things, but... not you. And again, I don't know. And this new area, we're going to be exploring this Hall of Adventure, as it's called. That A should have been blocked out, so it said Hell of Adventure. That would have been a really good reference. But anyway, in the next episode, we'll be exploring the Hall of Adventure. There's also... I'm ignoring the piano thing. We're not going to worry about that little bip on the map. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.